Last time I did a lifestyle kind of check-in with you guys, it was during football playoffs, and now it's hockey playoffs, which are my absolute favorite. So I have about half an hour to kill before I go downstairs to my neighbor's house to watch the playoff game and have dinner. And I'm off again on another trip. This time I am going to Europe, so I'm going to Paris to see family. And then I am going with one of my cousins for my birthday to Strasbourg, France, which neither one of us have never been to, despite her living in France for most of her life. And then I am going to London for a few days. I'm going to see Six in the London Theatre District and just do all kinds of London things. So I'm super excited about my trip, and I spent the whole day today just getting ready to go. I leave on Wednesday, today's Sunday, and I do work 12-hour shifts Monday and Tuesday, so I had to be on top of things. All I have left to do on Wednesday when I wake up is get Enzo to daycare, and then I'll go down the street and get a manicure and pedicure, come home, and then leave for the airport. So it was very important that I had all my house clean, bills paid, and everything packed up before I left. So I'm just getting ready to get that done, and then off to Paris, which is like one of my favorite places. I've been there numerous times. I have family there. I also have a new friend there. Her name is Kim. I met her on my last trip in Thailand, and she's fabulous. And we had such a good time in Thailand together. And she's planning a special day for me in Paris. And then my friend and the owner of my hair salon, I go to Lily Salon in the Galleria. Haley is in Paris with her children and husband, so we're gonna meet up one night for dinner and go out for dinner with her and her children, so that'll be fun. I have my aunt's birthday party next Sunday. I have lots of plans with my cousins. I'm going to the Chantilly Castle with my one cousin. I have never been there before. I'm sure I'm in for just lots of good times, good people, good food, and phenomenal wine. Paris is just everything you think it is. If you haven't been there, you must go to Paris. I believe that everybody needs to see Paris at least once. Personally, I'm shooting for 100 times in my life. So, time to pack and get that game rolling. Again, I am, as some of you know, obsessed with my packing cubes. So I have all my packing cubes all ready to go. This one has all my pants. And my little niece Jennifer said, "Oh, you'll never get all that in your suitcase." And I'm like, "Want to make a bet? I sure will." I have dresses in this packing cube. And then we'll go to the other side. And I have all my tops. I have another packing cube with underwear and pajamas. And then a packing cube with all kinds of different essentials like cords, a converter, extra chargers for the phone, just things that you need. And that's always good. And then I'll take my new Cloud tennis shoes with me. It's a new shoe kind of trip. I got the cutest. Oh my gosh. Okay, the problem in Paris is you have to walk around a lot, but I liked something cute too. So I found these amazing Donald Pliner not on sale shoes, and I treated myself. Look at how cute that heel is. Got a little zipper up the back. So these are perfect for nights out in Paris and nicer restaurants that we'll go to. And that's a wrap for that one. Put in some of my lotion, and we should be done here. I also am taking a backpack. I have some of my mom's clothes that I want to give to her sister just because my auntie Jacqueline will look so cute in them. And when my mom passed, I did keep some of her clothes, and I still have some of them. but there's just some that I'm ready to let go and let my aunt wear. And I did that last time I went too. I just took some things and sent her some things, and it's just nice for her to have some things that were her sister's. So I do have a backpack with me, and that's gonna mostly have clothes to go to my aunt. One extra outfit, my extra cloud sneakers. I kind of like taking a white sneaker in addition to a more athletic sneaker just to wear in the evening time. I have all my makeup and personal things in here. So that's all going. I got this cute little hat when I was in Palm Desert with Heather. I think it's so cute for Paris. Just for sunny days. Sometimes I hate sunglasses when you're in and out. So sometimes I just like to wear a cute little baseball hat. I have these great little Rodan & Fields. My friend Leslie sells Rodan & Fields, but I have these great little leftover, they're like little skincare packets, and I take enough for one a day. And then that's also more room in my suitcase when I come home. So basically, and then I have the clothes for my auntie and some books. I like books, so I'll read them and then I'll leave them for my cousin. So basically, when I come home, my backpack will be empty, but it won't because, come on, I'm going to Paris. So we know that there's so much to buy there. So that'll be some easy packing there. For on the plane, I really don't like to take a lot on the plane. I don't like carrying a lot through the airport. It's a very short flight. I will go to the Delta Club and have a nice kind of late lunch, early dinner before I leave. And I don't really like airplane food unless I'm in Delta One. So I will probably just take a sandwich from the Delta Club and put it in my bag and eat it later on the plane. I try to get a little bit of sleep on this flight because it leaves Minneapolis at 4:45 and it arrives in Paris at like 7:30 in the morning. So in the interest of not having like this whole long day with no sleep, I try to at least get like a 4-hour sleep on the plane. So I really don't eat too much because I try to mimic Paris time, which it would be the middle of the night. For my purses, I'll take my Lululemon crossbody. I will take my little belt bag, but for the airport, I like this bigger one. It has room for, your passport and that kind of stuff. And then it was kind of funny because last year when I was in Paris, I got too many euros, and I find that I just don't use the euros because everything is just Apple Pay in Paris. So I still have like 200 euros left that I saved in my little Lululemon pouch for just things that might need cash, like a little snack here or something if I'm in the gardens. So I'll have all that in my little Lululemon crossbody. And then for my plane, Louis comes along, and I already have my little pillow for my plane. Again, like I said, unfortunately, I could have upgraded to Delta One for like $800 one way. It just wasn't worth it to me. Like I said, it's not like a Thailand thing. Paris is so close, it's only like a 7.5 hour flight. Watch movies for like 4 hours, sleep for 4 hours, and you're there. So it's just not worth $800. I could spend so much better in Paris than just to have a flat bed. I do fly Premium Select though, so I do have a recliner and a little bit of upgraded service, so that works for me. So I'm pretty much going to be ready to go on Wednesday, and I'll be posting some solo travel tips from Paris. I am going a little different this time. I usually try to find these really cool, like very Frenchy hotels. Like I've stayed at the Residence Foch. I've stayed at Henry IV, which is like by the Marais. And they're really nice, but they're really expensive. So because I am going back to Paris so soon when I was just there last year, and because I did have a major trip to Thailand this year, had to pull the brakes on hotel. My hotel that I usually stay in in Paris, Henry IV was $180 a night more than it was last year, and that was just ridiculous to me. It's really hard to find accommodations that were affordable. So I'm trying something that I've always wanted to try, and they're called Citizen M. Citizen M is a new concept for world travelers. It's a very small room with very big common spaces. So you have a very small room just for one, king size bed though. You have a bathroom, lots of technology, lots of ability to stream your Netflix and things like that. Everything's very technologically controlled, and they're very clean. They're rated 4 stars. The room's just super small. But they have like all these beautiful living areas and rooftop bars and restaurants. So I've heard nothing but good things about them. So I'm actually staying at the Citizen M in Paris. So I will be doing a review on that for sure, because that's a whole new concept for me. Unfortunately, my trip to London is falling just a few days after the coronation of what's his chops, King Charles. So London hotels were also at a premium. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go Citizen M the whole way. So I'll be staying at a Citizen M in Paris. I'll be also staying at a Citizen M in London. When I go to Strasbourg with my cousin, she made all our travel arrangements. We're staying at a really cool little family-run hotel that is like right in the middle of the old town, the village part of Strasbourg. And then we're gonna take the train one morning and go over to Colmar and spend the day there. And we're just really looking forward to a little getaway. That way it's kind of a vacation for her instead of just driving me around Paris all the time, which she's really good at. So that's my hotel plans. I'm also going to economize a little bit in that instead of taking a taxi when I get to the airport, I am going to take the train into Paris, which is I don't usually do because I figure I'm taking the red eye and I'm tired, but those Ubers into Paris cost about $70 and I can take the train for like $10 to $12. So I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a savvy solo travel this time, which is not my usual MO. I'm usually pretty, I usually get drivers and I usually stay in like the 5-star hotels and stuff. So I am just kind of dialing it back a little bit. So I will definitely be doing some vlogging on that and just places I go, things that I do, tips for you when you're in Paris, using the metro, all those things that I'm very comfortable with. I've never vlogged from Paris before, of course, because I just started this whole thing back in January. So really looking forward to giving you guys some great tips and some good insight on Paris, and just gotta go for it, people. Get out there, travel, see the world. It's big, it's vast, and it's really interesting. As many times as I've been to Paris, I still find I fill my days with new things all the time. So that's just all I have to say about that. Travel makes us richer, and it's just experiences that you can never in your life get back. Being a Frenchophile, of course, Paris is my jam. So anyways, next time you hear from me, I'll either be vlogging from Paris or I'll put some vlogs together when I get home. All right, everybody, take care. Au revoir.